What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel for yet another watch party here covering the Ultimate Fighter Season 33, Cormier versus Sonnen. Now, episode 1 last week, which we literally just covered a few minutes ago, we saw the flyweights go at it, and who I imagine was the favorite going in, the Brazilian champ out of LFA, lost to the American wrestler, got submitted in the first round, and a war cry as there was a little animosity between them. There's already a little drama in the house and between both the teams brewing as the Canadian Brazilian, the boy out of Vancouver, starting to stir up some shit. We have an amazing counter set this season, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. The counter is set this season, and it is unreal. We have so many preliminary categories here. So many preliminary categories. We have the Tough House B-roll, Drunky McDrunk, Daniel Cormier eating, fighters crying like they're in Ryzen, sob stories, tears don't need to be shed for this to count. Home video filler, which we didn't see last week, so I hope we don't see this week. KOs, submissions, field trips, Apex B-roll, fighters quitting, fighters missing weight, Dana White pep talk, Dana White saying, holy fuck, guest coach appearances, Indian fighter putting his feet in the sink, yapping at the weigh-ins, and I should write doors being broken, right? For the lore. Hey, what's up, Dirty Hippo? Put the alcohol back in. It is back in the house. It's been back in the house for a while. I mean, it was in the house last year. We had one Drunky McDrunk. It's just not produced the same way anymore, man. ESPN, they don't produce it like Tough or like Spike and friggin' Fox did. All right, Tough House B-roll number 1. Okay, looks like the blue team is just getting home from practice. He's probably drinking a beer there. It was actually pretty good, Barcher. I rated it a 7 out of 10. We had two criers like they're in Ryzen. We had 2 sob stories. We had a submission and an upset victory. I thought the guy from LFA was going to win as well. And that shithead from Vancouver, I love him. It's good. Again, I came in expecting it to be, there's another Tough House B-roll shot, number 2. I expected it to be about 5 out of 10. Okay, there's an Apex shot. Again, some of the things that we're looking for this season, Barter. B-roll shots of the house and Apex. Drunky McDrunks. Daniel Cormier eating. Fighters crying like they're in Ryzen. Sob stories. Home video filler. Actually, I hope we don't see home video filler. KO, submission, field trips, fighters quitting, fighters missing weight, Dana White pep talks, Dana White saying, holy fuck, coach guest appearances. There's TJ Dillashaw. We got our first guest appearance. And it's thick TJ Dillashaw, ladies and gentlemen. First guest appearance, number 1 on the show. TJ Dillashaw. He's been a coach, a participant, and a guest before, by the way. Not super high on him, I'm not going to lie. I think Manshir Kara is the best they got, and he's American. Yeah, TJ Dillashaw did go to the finale on his season. One of my favorite seasons, seasons 14, I believe. Yeah, season 14, Mayhem Miller versus Michael Bisping, and John Dodson, my man, who's still fighting in Ryzen and BKFC, knocked him out in the finale. Colby's on the first episode coaching with Chael, so this is the second. Yes, this is episode 2. Oh, wait, is it marked episode 1? No. He's in. No, that doesn't count. I get you. No, that doesn't count. He's actually in his coaching group. So Michael Chiesa is in Daniel Cormier's. Because in Ultimate Fighter, the coaches usually bring in a guest for a session. That's what we're counting here. Yo, what's up, Thal? Let me bang, bro. What's up, Mewtwo? What's up, Thal? Let me bang, bro. Julian, he fought boxing recently and I think lost. Didn't that indie guy what? Yeah, that's why I added it to the list, right? That's why I added it to the list. I still think Marab wins, but my prediction and breakdown is exact. Well, The prediction's different because I picked O'Malley to crack him last time, but my breakdown is exactly the same. O'Malley could crack him with a knee or uppercut and maybe not knock him out cold and like finish him after, but I do think Merab just out Merabs him, man. Like that performance against Umar like solidified it. This guy is a machine. Yeah, he's part of the coaching staff there. Like I don't know if he's on like if he was there every single day, but like he's part of the official like 4 guys that they were allowed to bring. He's one of them. The list. So to make this era of the show a little bit more bearable, we have a list of lore things that I've been keeping track of. I keep notes of them as we see them. And then at the end of the season, we tally up throughout, 12 episodes, how many of each lore category / note that we've filled, just to make it more bearable. So this is the list as we see now. We have Tough House B-roll, Drunky McDrunks, Daniel Cormier eating, fighters crying like they're in Ryzen, sob stories. Tears do not necessarily have to be shed for it to be a sob story. Home video filler, which I hope we don't see. KOs, submissions, field trip. And the KOs, submissions don't have to necessarily be in the fights. They can also be in training. Field trips, that includes like night outs for dinner, fucking kicking out windows of limousines. Fighters quitting, fighters missing weight, Dana White pep talks, Dana White saying, holy fuck, guest coach appearances, Indian fighter putting his feet in the fucking sink again, yapping at the weigh-ins, and doors being broken. What's up, John Wick? Hail to the Commanders. Is that your football team? I don't watch the NFL. These fighters are probably sitting there looking at TJ like, you cheating piece of shit. Hello, Amberly. Good to see you. Good to see you. So as you can see, we got the X on our first flyweight who lost last week. Here are the participants again. I get an absolutely stacked roster of talent this year, which again, the show is just not that entertaining anymore. Watching the show, hanging out with you guys is how I'm fucking getting through it again this year. But look at all the fucking talent this year. And look, obviously there's some cans that were crushed. These are regional prospects, but for the most part, the UFC did a very good job scouting this year. All right, there's Tough House number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Tough House number 3. Come on, we need a Drunky McDrunk. All right, so they're just bonding. The boys are bonding at the hot tub right now. Very Khabib-esque. And again, yeah, Daniil Donchenko and Richard Martins are fighting. We will get to... I have some highlights from both of them ready to go. And we'll get to those in a moment. What happens if one team beats the other team in the quarterfinals? Then the team, like they won as far as the team head-to-head goes, and guys will just fight. Like team members will fight each other. Who was sacked last week? The flyweight champ from LFA, actually. Eduardo Henrique. Okay, we got a sob story. We got our sob story and a family. Okay, I'm not going to count this as a family video. I'm such a dick. Okay, we got one sob story. I'm just going to count that as war footage. I'm not going to count that as a sob or as family footage. They're very different. They're very different. But we got a sob story. Again, I'm last week's sob story was like really heartbreaking. I just didn't even want to hear it. I'm just like, I heard a sob story. I'm going to mark it. Yeah. We got another guy on LFA fighting here today, so. Is that a tough first war footage B-roll? I think it might be. I think that might be a tough first. I'm just going to make a side note of that. I'm trying to think. I don't think Tough has ever shown war footage B-roll before. I like Tumelo. I hope that he goes far. Yeah, there's like this might be one of those. Oh, there's a home video. I mean, god damn it. We're gonna fucking see them this season. There wasn't any in episode 1. God damn it. We have our first home video. Fuck. I hate this shit. What's up, Lane? We got our first home video, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I thought they were abolishing him. I thought they listened to the fans. It was just a bait and switch, ladies and gentlemen. It was just a bait and switch. episode 1, we saw no family video. That's the one thing Fox did to ruin the production. Spike never showed no family fucking video. Spike cared what was going on in the house, in the bubble, in the fucking melting pot, right? Fox did a little bit of both. And ESPN, they don't give a fuck about the house. They give a fuck about literally the house because we see fucking B-roll of it like 10 times a show. 5 yet last one. All right, so a Ukrainian who moved to Thailand, so Muay Thai background. Fishing in Thailand and training, the dream. What does the blue highlights in your list mean? Honestly, nothing. I just took a screenshot of this and they just stud the hyperlink to their Tapology page. But good question. All right, let's highlight some of these fighters, guys. Let's highlight the fighters here, and we'll go through some. We will go through some highlights of them. So, right now they're just showing a little bit of Danil Donchenko, who's 11-2 as a pro, 7 KO, 2 KO, 2 submission, 2 decisions, 1-0 in 1 championship, and he's 5-1 and the champion in the mighty Neza. Neza's a good league, ladies and gentlemen. Neza's a good league out of Kazakhstan. It's fucking as good as Alash Pride, I would say, not as good as Octagon. Some people might push back on that, but still. It's not like he took on the best competition over there, though. I mean, he did lose to a respectable 13-9 guy, but I'm sure this guy fights like a shit ton. Okay, maybe not that respectable, but probably still a menace. Beat a 7-2, 6-0 guy before that, respectable 4-2, 3-1. There's some cans sprinkled in here, but I like how he has proven himself against good competition. Won the title and defended it. Well, won the title against the guy going in who's like, whatever, but then defended it actually against a pretty good guy. And I did watch this fight, and he beat him everywhere. Was able to keep it on the feet, didn't really out-grapple him much, but looked good in the clinch and was able to out-strike him. All right, his opponent. I can't skip through the commercials in this stream, guys, so we're going to have to deal with it. Who's fighting here? Yes, I'm literally going through it right now, my man. Literally going through it right now. We also have, you might fall asleep with the AC on. I'm frozen. Yeah, I turned the AC on yesterday and then it rained all day today. Now it's fucking cold again. Richard Martin's 9-1 as a pro. 7 KO, TKO, 1 submission, 1 decision, 4-0 in LFA, and he has been on a great run in LFA. Seriously, he's been taking out killers, man. 6-0, 6-1, 9-2, 7-1. And he's beaten them all but one via submission. Or sorry, via finish. Before then, in Spartacus, he beat a 7-3 guy and a 3-1 guy when he was 3-1. He took on a 8-7 guy. Now again, 8-7, whatever. But a guy with a lot of experience when he was only 2-1. And I love SFT. Look, the promotion doesn't really matter when he's fighting a 1-on-1 guy. But I'm just saying, like, SFT is a fun league. Highly recommend you guys check it out. LFA, Spartacus. And he had his amateur fight in SFT as well. Fuck, man. Richard Martin seems like he's pretty good. Each of them have knockout power. 7 KO TKOs, 7 KO TKOs. And again, we will know if there's a knockout or submission, right? If the broadcast goes until like 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes before the top of the hour, then we know it's going to be a quick fight, right? When the fight starts like 20, 25 minutes before the top of the hour, that's how you know it's going to decision, or maybe even a third freaking round. Right. Let's check. And again, these guys are welterweights. They're going to be a little bit, well, obviously, a lot bigger than the flyweights. But here's a highlight from Richard Martin's back at LFA 166.
Low kick from Martins. Now it turned into a kickboxing fight.
Oh!
Not anymore!
Just a simple 1-2, man. Dang. Again, 7 knockouts. 7 knockouts for Richard Martinez. And then let's see if we can find some on Donchenko. You know what the code was? I cracked the code, Chris Cushman. Instead of writing MMA next to their names in search, you just write Kaposa. For the most part. Donchenko, it might not work. Let's see. Okay, never mind. The cheat code didn't work. Come on, Kaposa. Don't let me down. No, damn it. Cushman, if you find one, send it to me. Oh. Oh, different Danila. Literally, Kaposa tweeting about different Danila. Okay, I might not have highlights of him, by the way. I tried to find some before we went live, and I couldn't. But if you find some, Chris Cushman, let me know. Yeah, because for the most part, it works. Any extraordinary prospects among the fighters, like Khabib Conor level? Well, I mean, prospects are projections, so I'm going to say no. But I would say that no prospect will ever be that. Do you know what I mean? No. So I don't like the way you worded that, but yes, there are some good prospects this season. There's no generational talent, which I think is what you were referring to, but I don't even know the last time I saw someone and been like, oh fuck, like that, like the first time I saw Anderson Silva. You know what I mean? But I think Idiris is very good. I very much like Alibi, Idiris. I liked Eduardo Henrique coming in, but fuck, he got beat really early. Alex Sanchez is good, but hasn't taken on the best opponents. I mean, Richard Martins is really good. Martins. Matt Dixon's pretty good. Yokubov is good. Yokubov has looked really good in his fights. Again, back and forth kind of record. Echeverria, again, hasn't fought necessarily the best guys, but looked really good in his fights. Tumelo, honestly, I haven't watched Tumelo fight at all. I just watched some of his highlights, but I know the chat was saying that they're high on Tumelo, and I'm rooting for Rodrigo Sezinando. However, I fear that his opponents in this tournament have had better fights than him. Not necessarily just performances, but like tougher opponents. Binder beat Ian Gary in the amateurs. Richard Martin's only lost to Manuel Souza. That is very good. Yes, and he has 7 knockouts. I hear you actually, Zesty Drickus. I hear you. You can watch, I don't know where you are in the world. In Canada, I think it's on Sportsnet or on tape delay on UFC Fight Pass. In the United States, it's on ESPN Plus. And I think at like 2 a.m., it'll be on ESPN. Will the UFC give Eduardo another chance? Or he's out of the tournament completely? They might give him another chance. Like if he wins another fight or two, he still is the champion in LFA. So if he like defends his title again, he might be in contention for like a short notice call up. Or maybe a Dana White Contender Series spot. Yo, Chris Cushman is the fucking GOAT, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I missed another Apex shot. So that's 2 for the Apex now. Okay, thank you so much. This is a good... Okay, I should have looked up Neza. God damn. Thank you, Chris Cushman. Next week, I got a whole Tale of the Tape graphic. It's going to be awesome. All right, so this is some footage on Danila, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! So he has 7 finishes as well, but not just like straight knockouts on his feet too. Good job getting the mount and just, oh man. And again, defended. Oh, there's another Tough House. That's number 4. So 2 title fights in Neza. Oh, geez. Herb Dean, minute of pain here, man. I mean, come on now, ref. Jeez, painting the canvas red. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Bro, he's literally leaving him in a pool of blood. Dude, we ran out of time. The clip ran out of time. He was turning his head into fucking hamburger meat. Holy fucking savage. Holy fucking savage, bro. Damn. We can maybe do a membership stream. Let me download some more highlights. We can do that for sure. I have no idea how to watch it in Europe, to be honest. I would just say do a quick Google search on like where it's being broadcast, because it might be on cable, like it might be on BTC or BT Sport. I'm not sure. I see you, Andrew. How you doing, buddy? What is this guy's name? Oh, the guy who was just kicking ass? That was the Ukrainian fighting. So that was him either fighting for defending his title in NASA. All right, so yeah, this is the matchup coming up. I'll just leave that on screen. How many fights do you think is left for Islam in the UFC? Will he retire if he wins another belt? I think Islam's got at least... I mean, like, physically, he's got a ton of... Oh, we got another fucking stupid-ass home video, for fuck's sakes. I hate these stupid fucking home videos, bro, but we got another one. God damn it. Emotional, damn it. Parakeet. Bro, these guys' eyes scare me. They're gray. Dude, his pupils are but a speck of dust, and his eyes are gray. They like... Bro, this guy's got a sick house, too. There's no, like... His wife must make the money. Sick. He just says, I hang out with my wife and my bird. He's got a freaking... I don't know what kind of bird. A gray parrot. A gray parrot, but he's got gray eyes. Bro, this guy's got way too many birds. Hey, people do have birds as pets, though, in Brazil, right? That's a thing. This is a weird ass. See, this is why I don't like the home videos, man. I get fucking... Yeah. I think he's got 4 more fights left in him. If he wants. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he is Zesty Drickus. Dude has hella birds. Hank's an amateur MMA fighter who's going to beat No Chill MMA in Tough Enough, and I'm going to win money betting on the underdog, and we're going to put all that money into Swamp FC. That's my life goal. Yo, Ace Bull, it's been a while. How are you, buddy? It sucks, but we make it fun. It sucks, but we make it fun. All right. We have an Apex shot number 5, and how we make it fun is we keep our eyes out for little Easter eggs and for certain things here and there. You still on it? I'm always on it, Andrew. I'm always on it. So some of the things that we're keeping our eyes out for, okay? And then I got a counter. I got notes at the end of the season. We're going to add it all up every episode, all right? So... Tough House B-roll, Drunky McDrunks, Daniel Cormier eating, fighters crying like they're in Ryzen, sob stories, home video filler, KOs, submission, field trips, Apex B-roll, fighters quitting, fighters missing weight, Dana White pep talks, Dana White saying, holy fuck, guest coach appearances, which we had TJ Dillashaw already on this show, the Indian fighter putting his feet in the fucking sink again, yapping at the weigh-ins, and doors being broken. All of these things we're keeping our eye out for. All of these things we're going to tally up how many times they occurred at the end of season 33. So if that's not incentive to watch, I do not know what is. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't look up everyone else's. I don't look up every fighter's religion. No B-roll shots of India. Well, we had Ukraine war shots, so maybe there will be some shots of India. Is Richard Martin's team Chael? Oh shit! I think I fucked it up. Hold on. I might have mixed it up on this little graphic here. One sec. Let me verify. Oh yeah, I got it mixed up. My bad. Here, I can actually adjust that. Or I just put the wrong name underneath, but like I said, I can adjust that here. Will Andrew ever win a fight in the UFC? Probably not. He has been any other case where this guy lost the initial fight, but eventually ended up in the top 15. I mean, it's all about matchups at this point, I guess. Like, I feel like the UFC had gave him relatively easy competition so far, and he has not been able to deliver, right? So maybe they give him one more chance. It could be the end of Jubilee. Sounds good, Andrew. Thank you so much for joining. I think he was already Zesty. Foot in the sink, I would throw up and then go after the guy. Look at that huge Mongol Russian looking guy. Do you see that? Yup. They're actually really they're taking over the world of mixed martial arts. Not necessarily winning championships yet, but they're in every league and they're making noise in every league. Jubilee will not redeem. Show the Jubilee fight now. All right, so we haven't even gone to the weigh-ins yet, which means that this fight is definitely not going to be a 3-rounder. The fight might be a 2-rounder, but I think it's going to be a finish because that's the one drawback to watching TUF live is how the fights are going to go. Not exactly with the details, but if it's going to be a quick a quick finish, a quick decision. Or sorry, a quick finish, a quick or a long decision. Quick knockout, a quick submission. Or if it's going to be only one round. And then the second round ends quickly, or the fight ends at the end of the first round, or something like that. All depending on how much time is left, which is hilarious, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm just doing a little Yankee swap here as I got the team's name under the wrong guy. All right. Keep the comments coming, by the way. Who do you think wins this one? Do you think Donchenko takes it? Do you think Martins takes it? Both pretty well-rounded, but like to finish their opponents. Martin, I would say... both of them have really good striking. Donchenko, Muay Thai background. Martins, he's Brazilian, so he was born in a gi and a couple stripes on his white belt, but a good striker as well. My Sifu growing up was a 6'4" Mongolian warlord with a rat tail and a Fu Manchu. God, so he was literally the guy from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That was amazing. Except a little bit more fierce. My Sifu was a half Italian. No, it was an Italian guy who traveled the Philippines and Thailand and became a martial artist there. And then became black belt in Kung Fu as well. And he just taught us how to fight. I really do not know what martial art I actually practiced growing up. It was Kung Fu, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and just if you're in a street fight, do this. It's already started, and it's been started for half an hour. Mongol type dudes are taking over. Look at boxing in the Olympics. That's true. Does taking down a guy in fight give more points than striking? No. Unless you take them down and do damage. All right, that's that's number 3 Apex shot. They have the superior Mongol genetics, I guess. Jubilee redeemed Jekka Siraj. I know, dude. He was a beast. That's the best way to train, City. That's how Wing Chun was for me. Let's go. When is Contender Series starting? In 11 more weeks. Literally or I guess 10 more weeks. The last week of The Ultimate Fighter is the first week of Dana White Contender Series. This is definitely a finish. Yeah, we're at the weigh-ins now, which means there's going to be a little bit of they might just... I feel like they'll have their final fight preparations or there'll be some sort of something going on at the house, and then they'll go to commercial, then the fight. I mean, it might start in the next 10 minutes, and if it does, it might go right to the end, but we'll see. Wing Chun is a martial art. No, dude, my friend who was the scariest dude growing up, mostly because I wasn't scared of him. I was scared every time that he got in a fight with people that I had to drive his opponent to the hospital, and I had to many times. It was fucked up. And yeah, that's what he studied, practiced growing up before kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. He was a scary motherfucker. And we warned people fucking with them. We said, dude, you don't want to go to the hospital. And maybe they thought I was being a dick when I was like, listen, man, you don't want me to drive you to the hospital. Maybe that riled them up a little bit more now that I think about it 10 years later. But yeah, dude, it was, one guy was bad. Like in the back seat, two of us like trying to keep him conscious, bad. Like slapping his face. Stay with us, buddy. It's okay. We're almost at the hospital. It's okay. And every time just dumped in front of the door, buzzed emergency, and got the fuck out. Which fighter seems more fun as of now in terms of entertaining and trash talk? His name is... I don't want to mess up his last name. Rodrigo Sezinando. He's out of BFL and trains out of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Okay, they're already showing the warm-ups. So we might get... There might be one more commercial break that we might get to the fights. No, I'm not a fan of her at all. I think her opponent's better. Just doesn't have the power in her shots. No, that's the wrong one. That's... Oh, fuck, what's his? That's... Oh, what's the name of it again? Taekwondo or something like that? Aikido? Yeah, Aikido. Striking, grappling, submissions, Wing Chun is legit. Dude, sumo's legit as well. Did you watch the last tournament? Holy fuck, man. They might double up on it. I'm not sure how the production team's really gonna do it, but yes, usually just one fight per episode. Aikido, yes. I think he's just fucking with those guys. Zesty Drickus is literally like, I wouldn't take anything that he says seriously, just grain of salt, and sometimes you might just have to shake your head. But for the most part, I shake my head with a smile. All right, here we go. The fight's actually about to start here. Yeah, the fight is about to start here. They're going right to the shots of them in the cage. They might not go to commercial. Usually they go to commercial. Daniil just doesn't look like a mean guy. You know what I mean? Like, even there, he's like, I'm going to make him bleed. And I just wanted to, like, I was like, oh, like, that's cute. Like, he looks like just a nice guy. You know what I mean? He doesn't look menacing, but maybe those might be the most dangerous guys, though. I mean, he's even admitting that his opponent has the stronger punches, the kicks. All right, there's Dana White. I wonder if he's going to say, holy fuck. Okay, we're going to commercial. Was it 10:34 p.m. Eastern? I think we might see a 2-round fight. I don't think we see a 3-round fight. That guy looks like a certain... Good old ads. You can watch it on UFC Fight Pass, ESPN Plus, Sportsnet. That's all I got for you. I don't know where else you can watch it. Sometimes they might double up if it's like a longer episode, or if they are just like, all right, everyone's sick of the season, so we'll just double up. I only want to chill here, but Zesty really got you done. Don't let Zesty just ignore Zesty, Andrew. Zesty wants to get a reaction out. Just ignore Zesty, Andrew. Like I said, Zesty sometimes makes me shake my head as well. All right. I updated that little graphic, that shitty ass little graphic. Oh. All right, let's try one more time. One more time. Zesty, why are you gay? Why are you gay? There we go. There we go. Now it's corrected. Oh, you know, bro. You know. All right, you know, we'll treat this like an actual fight, companion fight here. Fuck, these just go by so quickly, eh? We'll get the ticker on the screen and everything, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again to Chris Cushman for sending me that link. I may lean on you next week. Not like during the stream, but like as I'm setting it up, I may message you on Discord and be like, yo, I cannot find anything of this guy. Let me know, because I'm going to put together like a minute tail of the tape. Like I'm going to record the audio. I'm going to be fucking Goldberg. Mike Goldberg. Sound and everything, brother. Sound and everything. Yo, Diego. Good to see you, Diego. Good to see you. UFC card last week, not the best at all, but Dustin Jacoby had the best fight out of the whole card. I like the women's fight was really good. I think Aswell did pretty good up a weight class and on short notice as well. I actually think last week's card was pretty good. I think my expectation was like a 5 out of 10, and I came out with a 7 out of a 10. And I think that like the shitty cards were shit, or the shitty fights were shit, and the card overall was cursed. But I think it was way better than we all expected. We all expected to be absolute trash, the worst thing ever, and it was actually bearable. You know what I mean? The whole card, but at least the real main event happened in Gamrot fight where people wanted to see more. Yep, for sure. How you doing, Diego? How you doing? This new Predator anime looks rad. You know what I actually found was on, I forget what streaming platform now, but the Animatrix. I never watched that when I was younger. I think I'm gonna check it out. Amberly, you enjoyed it? Nice. I enjoyed it as well. Yeah, Amberly, we're like A, on the same wavelength, B, like co-positive humans. Which top boxer do you think can compete in the UFC to high level? None. 0. Maybe a boxer or two could compete at the lowest level in amateur or regional MMA against a 1-4 can or a guy making his debut, but none of them could do anything in the UFC. All right, round 1. Yeah, no boxer right now would be able to compete even with the lowest roster fighter in the UFC. I mean, I don't even think, I don't think it's going to happen, and B, it's not my dream. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Zuckerberg versus Musk has a better chance of happening over Conor versus Chandler. Oh, nice low kick by Donchenko. Oh, Donchenko with a big overhand right. He rocked him. Martins is rocked. Left by Donchenko. Knees by Donchenko. Oh, dude, Martin's on the back foot. Martin's getting his ass kicked. Donchenko, he's a savage. Donchenko. Right hand, Martin's blocking the... Oh! Dude, Martin's is seeing the Tweety Birds. He's on the back foot. Holy motherfuck, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so yeah, maybe not in the UFC, but maybe they could rip up like LFA or like a regional scene. I'll give Lomachenko is one of my favorite fighters. One of my favorite boxers. So like, yeah, if they got some good... or you said Usyk, never mind. My mind went the other Ukraine fighter. But yeah, if they got some wrestling, they could probably compete on the regionals. But in the UFC, no. 343. Good job by Martins, who's, I mean, saying recovered is a stretch, but he's surviving. And he's actually pushing Donchenko up against the cage. It'd be interesting to see if Donchenko maybe gassed himself out a little bit. So far, though, we're only 3 minutes and 23 on the clock. Oh, dude. Trying to grab the shoulders was Martins, and they separate. Back to center. Oh, nice right hand by Martins. Martins eats a left hand by Donchenko. 309. Nice job catching the low kick was Martins. Martins now blocking that 1-2 by Donchenko. 257. By the way, we'll be doing these every Tuesday, and then once Dana White Contender Series comes back, we'll be doing it every Tuesday. So basically from now until September, we will be streaming every single Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. Now until September, we'll be streaming every single Tuesday night. So mark it on your goddamn calendars. If Loma couldn't dominate in the UFC, Wes Watson would definitely get worked. There you go. There you go. Oh, big right hand by Donchenko. I saw the Indian guy getting caught and going down in the TUF trailer. Do you think the outcome may be different? Like I said, I'm not super high on him, but we saw an upset last week. Daniel hunting with a KO. Daniel with the left to the body and a low kick. Again, given how much time is left in the show, I do think this fight goes at least 2 rounds. Oh, Daniel with the right hand, which I'd have to imagine that Daniel's probably going to gas out at some point. And Martins will start being able to go to work. This friggin' gray-eyed, crazy iron chin motherfucker. And I say that in the most complimentary way. Walking forward is Martins, but he's not landing much here. Oh, just when I say that, he lands a nice left. When you force your opponent to emote, that's how you know the shot hurt. Swing and miss with the right hand by Martins. 90 seconds, 1 minute and 30. Nice 1-2 by Donchenko. Good scrap so far. Honestly, the fights so far this season, I know we're only number 2, but this is why we watch this show, right? For the fights. We're fight fans. Oh, nice knee by Martins. And a low kick by Donchenko. Donchenko has ripped up that lead left leg of Martins. Look above the knee. It's starting to swell up. Pretty gnarly. Oh, oblique kick by Donchenko. Oh, outside low kick by Donchenko. High kick by Martins. Blocked. Donchenko's up for sure. 35 seconds left in the first round. Oh, yeah, we got to go to fucking commercial between rounds. By the way, Herb Dean's in here for this one. So if any fuckery happens, we got it locked and loaded. Oh, another low kick by Donchenko. Martins didn't even try to block that one, man. Oh, oblique kick by Donchenko. That lead left leg of Martins is fucked, dude. His lead left leg is fucked. He almost got finished in the first round. Oh, another low kick by Donchenko. God damn, that's the end of the first round. Martins is tough, bro. Martins is tough. Bro and sister, Amberly. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Good round for Donchenko. Like, clearly up that round. The low kick's adding up, and he almost finished him. But Mr. Frickin' Bird Enthusiast is tough as nails, ladies and gentlemen. Tough as nails. All right, so far, by the way, we got 6 TUF B-roll, 1 war footage B-roll, 3 Apex shots. Actually, 4 Apex shots. I missed the last one. 1 guest, TJ Dillashaw. 1 sob story, and 2 home videos. That was a good round. Hope he didn't poop himself out. Of course, we go to commercial now. Of course, we go to commercial. All right, reminder. The things we're looking for this season, ladies and gentlemen. Besides the Tough House and Apex B-roll, Drunky McDrunk moments, Daniel Cormier eating, fighters crying like they're in Ryzen, sob stories, home video filler, KO submissions, field trips, fighters quitting, fighters missing weight, Dana White pep talks, Dana White saying, holy fuck, guest coach appearances, Indian fighter putting his feet in the fucking sink again, yapping at the weigh-ins, and doors being broken. He's looking mean now. Oh, as far as like the Dana White's Contender Series, but Old Tough, man, I would say rivaled it because the season as a whole, if we're going season for season, I loved how when TUF they had to fight to get in the house. I loved most of the drama and the fights delivered. So those are like 3 things that I checked, and it was just a unique reality show with fights. Whereas Dana White's Contender Series for me is almost like it's almost like the the World Championship of regional MMA, or saying the World Cup doesn't work because it's every 4 years, but like the yearly World Championship of top regional MMA, right? Where supposedly the best regional fighters come together and fight. Now, it's not a tournament, it's just a one-night thing, but it's still a competition of sorts, right? Every year. So I just look at it through something completely different. Like, it's just another fight for them in its own promotion, which is an all-stars promotion, essentially, right? Like, if all the regional shows had an all-star show once, all-star season once a year, it would be Dana White's Contender Series. Old School TUF was epic, man. Yeah, like I said, pretty much every season on Spike was fun, even though like the first 2 seasons with their competitions bullshit, like that stuff was like the challenges, that was garbage. But the cast and crew made up for it, and the fights. And then pretty much all the other Spike ones, like even Sarah versus Hughes was a pretty good season. I think that one kind of went under the radar. Tito Shamrock was awesome. Chicken Salad, baby. We had Lesnar, Dos Anjos. That was good. And even some of the seasons where like the coaches just kind of sucked, like Gastelum versus Whitaker. Shit season as far as the coaches, except for fuck's sakes, they made Gastelum run fucking 5 kilometers for the coaches challenge, and Bisping and friggin' Mayhem got to play air hockey. But anyways, Maurice Green stole the show that year, being Drunky McDrunk in every single episode. No, they're exhibition fights. So they'll go on their Tapology record, but as 2-round fights. They're Habib fights, right? Because half of Habib's record is literally these fights that are counted as pro. I shouldn't rip it so much because Deep does that as well. Sarah winning TUF and knocking out GSP was one of the craziest moments in MMA history. Dude, I watched that season live with my dad and my cousin. And then when he knocked out GSP, we all, like, I'm not a hater of GSP. I'm just not a GSP fan like the rest of Canada. But at that point, I was. There's certain guys that GSP fought that I liked a lot more. Like, I liked Condit more. I liked fucking, at the time, Dan Hardy more. Hendricks fucking robbed. So, like, I was always kind of rooting. And I liked Matt Serra, too. I was always kind of rooting against GSP. But in that one, I was just as shocked. All right, here we go. Round 2, guys. Round 2. Well, they do that last year. We had a Drunky McDrunk, Amberly. Last year we had a Drunky McDrunk. So hopefully there's one more. Oh, another low kick. And that one was on the right leg of Martin. Martin's the left jab. First round, Daniil Donchenko beat up Martins everywhere. Low kicks, almost finished him early. That big overhand right. 1 minute in. Oh, another menacing low kick by Donchenko. Well, I'm glad you don't drink anymore. Nice right hand and a low kick by Donchenko. I can't give you vino recommendations anymore. He was trying to go for the body and a low kick, Donchenko, but he missed. Oh, there's a body kick. Oh, right hand by Martins, and Donchenko didn't like that. Donchenko going for a takedown. Unable to get the takedown as the red underhook, so. 326. Oh! Left elbow by Donchenko and a right hand, but the elbow didn't land. Martins blocked it. Dude, Donchenko's a savage, bro. Throws everything into these shots. Now, in 3-round fights, and hell, if he ever gets there, a 5-round fight, like, let's hope he's got good cardio. So, well, that fishing will help with his cardio. Fishing in Thailand, though, you think you have to, like, swim with a spear, right? Nice right hand by Donchenko. Nice overhand right by Donchenko. Yeah, fuck you, Zesty. You should be in prison for life. Martin needs to throw more. Oh, big right hand by Donchenko. Low kick by Donchenko. Oh, another low kick by Donchenko. I need to see the timestamp on the video, by the way. Not in the AM, bro. Do you have the timestamp, Zesty? 2:17. Front kick by Donchenko. Step back left by Martins. Yep. Amberly, you're right. Martin needs to do something here. Do something! Oh, step back left. Martin's bleeding next to his left eye. I'm getting frustrated. Just throw. I know. I hate to be that guy. Oh, he almost landed a knee. I hate to be that guy like in hockey. He's just like, shoot the puck. But he's got 1 minute and 40 seconds. And he's been on the back foot, eating leg kicks, eating combos, almost finished at one point. This is a 2-round fight, bud. You got to do something big here. Oh, Donchenko's low kick. I swear this guy could kick down a bamboo tree. He probably has in Thailand. Double left jab by Donchenko. Oblique kick by Donchenko. Front kick. Dude, this guy's a freaking... Oh, maybe it was a clash of heads because it looks like Donchenko he's also cut. I mean, maybe it was one of those shots by Martins, but he's cut on his left side, and Martins has been primarily throwing that left jab, so... Interesting. God, Martin's he's gonna need that hot tub and ice bath tonight, man. Whew. Continue to walk forward as Donchenko. 55 seconds on the clock. Dude, yeah, that Muay Thai is sick. He went rest of life in Thailand and forget. Not 2-3 years. Rest of life, Thailand, forget. Oh, but that cut in his eye is bothering Donchenko. It doesn't really matter, though. He's going to win this fight. Unless Richard Martins throws a random strike out of nowhere to knock out Donchenko, Martins will lose this fight. Donchenko looking for a late takedown here to solidify it. Doesn't really need that takedown. Oh, but the blood's in his eye, and he's tired. 26 seconds. Oh, a nice left to the body by Donchenko. Front kick by Donchenko. Like, no, the show's almost done. I was going to say, do we have enough time to maybe go to a third round, and one judge is just going to, like, rob Donchenko of one of the rounds? But no, this is clear as day. Clear as day. Is this one Friday fights, right? Oh, big left by Martins. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. One-way traffic. One-way traffic. Andrew, I think he's lying. Yeah, we have a decision. There's no way. Oh, that's a nasty cut. Under his eyebrow. Yeah, if it's a decision, there's not a third round. There's no way the judges could have given it to anybody else, dude. No way. Yeah, Donchenko from the red corner. Let's get it. What a performance. What a performance. All right, so we didn't get a submission or KO, but we got a beatdown. We'll count that as a point. Oh, man, like right off the bat. Did anybody hear Dana White go, holy fuck, though? Hopefully they show that in the replay. We need a Dana White holy fuck to wrap up the show, baby. We need a Dana White holy fuck. Great performance. Come on, we need a Dana White. Holy fuck. No, he said, damn. But that's not the patented Dana White. I will give this episode also a set. I'll also give this episode. No, I can't. I'm giving this episode a 6.5 out of 10. And honestly, it's all because of the fight. It's all because of the fight. They brought back the home video, so fuck this episode. They brought back the home video, so fuck this episode. But the fight was awesome, so I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Oh my. Episode 1 had no home video and some drama as well. No drunkie. If we get one Drunkie McDrunk this year, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I love how he just finished with a kick every fucking time, man. We don't know yet. We're gonna hear shortly. We're gonna hear shortly. I'm chill once again. Good, Andrew. Glad to hear. I mean, I'm impressed with both the guys who won so far, flyweight and welterweight. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, Andrew. Damn right you could have given more. Dude, this guy's eyes scare me, man. Pupils are tiny and they're gray. Man, they're really cutting it close with the... No tears, though. Win or lose. Martin's, yeah, he's not crying. Yeah, a little slower Fiziev. Daniel Donchenko said, I tell you guys before, it's going to be full of violence. And to be honest, he made it look easy. I like this guy. He's like, you'll see me soon. These black gloves will say UFC. Let's go. Oh, there's a UF Apex. We got that. Yeah, okay, we got one more. We got one more Apex. All right, Daniel's going to make the picks here. Okay, we got... Which one did he say? Imanol Rodriguez. Imanol Rodriguez against... Okay, we got the Indian fighter against Arshiyan Memon. All right. Imanol Rodriguez, Mexico versus India. Arshiyan Memon. Yeah, Mexico's winning this one. Even though he's one of the more... I mean, both these guys, honestly, are the two most least experienced guys on the show, in my opinion. So, I think these are the two lower end of the bracket guys. So, who's the best of the worst? That's what in flyweight. And I don't mean to be disrespectful. Like, best of the worst guys here. Do not redeem. Let's go Ultimate Fighter. It's tied 1 apiece right now. It's tied 1 apiece. Oh man, Carlos Esparza is coming next week. We already saw we already got a point for next week. They already showed us that a guest is coming next week. I hope India gets a win. Oh yes. We got some drama in the house. I love how the Brazilians are talking English or chirping each other in English. Pretty sure Rodriguez is Diego Lopez guy. Oh, Imanol? Okay. Yo, what's up, King James? See you later, Andrew. Oh, they're hyping this guy. The first Indian fighter to compete in the octagon or the TUF octagon. Oh, fuck, bro. I know both the Brazilians are speaking English, chirping in English. All right, well, there it is. Episode 2 in the books. Like I said, I give episode 2 a 6 out of 5 or 6.5 out of 10. Yo, is Dean Thomas still doing the post show? That shit was fire, actually, last year. Dean Thomas had a fun post show. How do you guys rate episode 2? Episode 1, I gave 7 out of 10. The fight was a quick finish, so dope. We had 2 guys cry like they're in Ryzen, which was good. And there was no fucking home video footage. I enjoyed the post show. Yeah, Dean Thomas, I love. Like, I used to think he was kind of annoying, but I liked him as a fighter. I thought at first he was a little annoying, but now I just fucking love him. Amberly, if you like Dean Thomas, here's a podcast that I think you'll really enjoy that he was featured on. Have you guys heard of the Casuals podcast? Not Combat Casual, who's honestly a way better YouTuber and actually I think Zesty's favorite YouTube channel right now. The Casuals podcast, they're awesome. They're a bunch of martial artists and comedians who just sit, talk MMA, and bring on a bunch of guests, and it's actually really good. It's really good. All right, so let's go over this one more time. We had 5 TUF House B-roll, or no, 6 TUF House B-roll shots on this episode. We had 5 Apex shots. We had 1 guest in TJ Dillashaw. We had 1 sob story and 2 home videos. Yeah, they had Cutman Tate on, which was a really good episode. They had Herb Dean on, which was a really good episode. All their guests are awesome, actually. The Angela Hill, which was a good one. Wish G would replace one of them on commentary as a regular. I think he'll be the next in line. I like when they go to him like Ollie from Family Guy. How's the weather there, Dean? It's hot. Thanks, Dean. We share the same sentiment about Dean Thomas. I thought he was annoying at first. Now I love him. Yeah. I think maybe it just took a little bit of time for him to get his shtick. And maybe it's because, like, he just got better at it, too. But he was a cocky fucking son of a bitch when he was a fighter, too. Like, he was on season 4 of The Ultimate Fighter. I thought he was kind of a dick. Although, you know what, though? The only reason I thought he was a kind of a dick was because when I was younger, I was a Matt Hughes fan. Until I read his book, and then I was like, fuck this guy, dude. I mean, like, I'm glad he didn't die. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fucking monster. And it's like, it's cool to see that the fighter was able to fight through that, right? And I got nothing but respect for that. But like, fuck that guy. So yeah, the tables have turned. The guest is incorrect. You had 3. No. Wait. Robert Valentine, I'm pretty sure he's part of the... Where was Robert Valentine? Okay, so Michael Chiesa isn't a guest. He's actually part of the coaching staff. And Colby Covington was actually part of Chael's team. I missed Robert Valentine. So if Robert Valentine was there, then we'll add him. But Chiesa's not a guest. He's an actual coach. Like, he's part of, like, the 4 guys that DC brought. But I missed Valentine, so thank you so much. What the fuck would I do without you guys? Thank you. Okay, that almost raises the episode to a 7 out of 5. But that's good. That's 2 guests in 1. I like that. Who do I think wins the welterweight? That's a great question. There's so many good fighters that they brought on this season. I don't know who's going to win. Some of my favorite ones, though, that they brought are the following. I'd like Matt Dixon. I did like Richard Martin's coming into this one, but man, did Donchenko really prove that he was better. I like Donchenko coming into this one. Sezinando, I don't think is gonna win, but I'm rooting for him because, like, I'm from British Columbia. He's a Vancouver and BFL guy, right? So I'm rooting for him, but I don't think he's gonna win. I also like Diego Bianchini. And I'm not going to lie, I haven't watched much of Binder. I've watched more of the flyweights in this tournament. Like, I'm stoked for Idiris. Again, Eduardo Henrique lost, but I was very familiar with him. Echeverria, I really like. Yokubov is really good. Morales, clearly we saw how good he was. And I honestly thought that his opponent last week, the LFA champ, was going to be better. Boy, did he prove me wrong. So there's a lot of good talent on this show this season, man. So again, like, as far as like the entertainment, that TUF, the reason we watched TUF back in the day, which was a mix of the fights, and honestly, like, I missed fights to get into the house. the sport has evolved. Fighters and their agents aren't going to allow, especially top prospects, they're not going to allow, or maybe not agents, but managers, they're not going to allow them to take that much damage anymore, then turn around and fight a week later, right? So we're just never going to see fights to get into the house anymore. But like, yeah, we watched for drama and fights. Now, at least we're going to see good fights this season. We get to hang and shoot the shit in the chat before the fights happen. Yeah, I didn't see him either, but I'm taking Scott's word for it. Matt's farm is 5 miles from my cabin, and he's always been arrogant. Didn't know much about him, unlike Martins, who fought on LFA Brazil cards, but after they said he was a Nays FC champ, knew he had to be good. Tough promotions. Yeah, and he won. He's the champion, and he defended the belt. Ah, okay. You know what? I'll count that. I'll count it. It's a stretch, but you know, this list is basically a meme, so we're counting it, Scott. We're counting it. The Ukrainian guy said I've actually been training with him. Okay, cool. You know what? Wow. I can't believe I missed that. I love it. That's what this list and this is about, ladies and gentlemen. Reaches, memes, lore, and just, look, we got to entertain ourselves before the fight. That's what the Ultimate Fighter has come to now. But anyways, guys, we did back-to-back Ultimate Fighter streams. If you missed me yapping and reacting to episode 1, I streamed that about an hour before we went live for this. I gave that actually a 7 out of 10. I was pleasantly surprised. So every Tuesday until September. No, every Tuesday until October, we will be live. Every Tuesday until October, we'll be live, ladies and gentlemen. How cool is that? How cool is that? Because we got, 10 more weeks of The Ultimate Fighter. Then we have Dana White. Then we have 12 weeks of Dana White's Contender Series. I think only 1 week is going to overlap. I think the last week of TUF is going to be the first week of Dana White's Contender Series. But Dana White's Contender Series is going to be before... They do them at one after another. So, yeah, basically every Tuesday all summer, we're going to be hanging out, guys. And this is the 3rd year that we've been doing that in a row. So good times. Yeah, hope to see you again, Ace Moses. Great to see you again in the chat. Tell the boys in Jay's chat, I say, what's up? Yeah, they both from Tiger Muay Thai. They showed a clip of him training with Valentine. Plus, they widely blurred Faziev's face. I don't know why. Interesting. Blurred Faziev's... Is he no longer signed with the UFC? Has Twitter answered this question yet? I'm looking it up right now. All right, Faziev. See if anybody else caught that. Okay, D-Wood 333 on Twitter, great follow. Said, man, Danil Donchenko's a beast, reminds me of Faziev. I'm just gonna ask Faziev, why did they blur your face, bro? Brother Faziev. Here, I'll share my screen while I do this, I guess. Brother Faziev. Why'd they blur your face, bro? Why did TUF 33 blur your face, bro? Blur with 2 R's. Brother. Yeah. I don't know. It's obvious it's him. I like TUF and in my Contender Series. Bukayev versus Torres Fini are no way. Dude, that's almost as savage as... I mean, it's not quite as savage as the UFC giving Nate Diaz Chimaev, but this is a statement. They're saying, Torres Finney, get the fuck out. Diego, I fucking love you, brother. Diego is, he's the best, ladies and gentlemen. He's fighting on his country card coming up at Baku. What is going on here? Fazia had been openly training a Tiger for years. We'll get to the bottom of this. Why they blow your face, brother? I'm going to ask just general Twitter as well. Why did the UFC blur Faziev's face? God, don't you guys love my mechanical keyboard? Click, 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 click. I checked, they did blur his face for some reason. Okay, I tweeted Faziev and the UFC. What? This is so weird. Yo, by the way, Takeshi Izumi agreed to jump on the channel for an interview. He's just asking his friend if he can translate because he doesn't speak a lick of English, just Japanese. But he's going to be on the upcoming PFL card coming up soon. Maybe Fizib is moonlighting with the less organization and he's hiding from UFC lawyers. Well, I mean, there was a film crew in there that caught him, so he ain't hiding well. That's wild. Oh yeah, I've had this for a while. It's my baby. Although I haven't been using it for a while because I shared office space with people, like with coworkers and business partner. And they were like, please don't use that. But now that I'm like in my own zone, I've been using it again. I don't even think I used it in my last office or my last house. I think I just it's been like 2 years since I used it. It is. Yeah, Fiziev literally has a fight coming up in 3 weeks. I don't know why he's hiding. Hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this. Oh, you guys want to see 2 quick fucking crazy highlights before we end this shit? Okay, well, so you want, when people come up to you and say, hey, you want the good news or bad news first? Well, I'm gonna ask you guys, do you want the fun highlights or the highlight that might make you puke because it's that brutal? Which one do you want first? Do you want the one where you're gonna be like, yeah, that was awesome, or you're gonna be the one that goes, oh, why did you show me this, Isha? Let me know. The puke? All right, let's go with the puke one first. Again, some of you probably be able to handle this like with ease. Some of you no. But yeah, have fun, I guess. But this one's nasty. It's gonna make it on my highlight video anyways, but maybe it's Faziev's evil twin. All right, yeah. If you got a weak stomach, turn away. If you like sick fucking highlights, well, here's one way to finish a fight. Oh God damn it, ladies and gentlemen! God damn it! It's fucking shattered. The elbow is dislocated and shattered. Oh, okay. I can't again. I'm sorry. I can't again. I'm sorry. Oh. That was. Oh. That one was rough. But anyways, I got one that's a lot happier. That's the Spanish lady who fights on Octagon sometimes. Alvarez. Yep. Oof. Broken legs I can handle better than broken arms. I don't know why, but anyways, this one's just as brutal. But so this is from Pancrase. This is from Pancrase Advanced 7 in 1998. So we're going way back with this one. Don't worry, the good stuff's coming. You're the opposite. It's a girl. Down. Oh, okay. Yeah, but like, why would they blur the UFC fighters? Oof. I'm scared as I get older to tear mine. Yeah, I haven't torn an MCL or anything, but I've just broken bones. Okay, watch this coming up. This one's sick. It's not on Twitter. Are you ready? Boom! Dude! Dude, they're wearing boots, bro. Okay, hold on. So, tags him with the left. Tags him with the left and drops him. Then Superior rule sets him with fucking Pumas. Boom! Kick to the face in fucking boots is brutal. Okay, one more time because it's just that amazing. This is how Hank the Tank is gonna knock out No Chill MMA. We got white boy Hank over here. Just gonna whoopah, drop No Chill, then boom, kick him right in the face. Maybe get disqualified, but that's okay. Yeah, dude, Pancrase. You weren't allowed to punch in Pancrase, only open palm strikes, but you could do that. Both are complete mistakes and happen in a split second. Oh man, yeah, I can, because it's just like it's a simple but like traumatic, you know, zig when you should zag. My dad has fucked up has had a bad knee for a long time, and he has to get surgery again. Crazy, beautiful bastard continues to play soccer in his late 60s and just keeps fucking up his knee. I think indoor, I think now he's just gonna play like dropping in like the 65 plus league, but like he was playing indoor with like in just like a straight up adult league and was like still playing with like 30-year-olds, 40-year-old, early 40-year-olds, and yeah. My most recent one wasn't even me at all. I went to stand up and the guy had my back and locked arms and hips and I tried to throw him and I just rolled over his own. Like, yeah, and sometimes it's just that too. I fuck my ankles up a lot. Rolling, wrestling, street fighting. And a lot of there's been like, yeah, body or an object had rolled or I was pushed onto something and it's my ankle. Yeah, one time, like, same things, like tackle, scramble, and I don't know what part of whoever I was fighting or wrestling, but leaned on the ankle and it just completely twisted. Oh, it was bad. My ankles are fucked. I need surgery on my left one. Right one is just like bruised and battered from like, again, like martial arts competitions, fucking just being active and stupid growing up. Rolling it, hiking and running and things like that. But my left one is from that biking crash that I've showed you guys a million times, but I'll show you one more time for those who are new. And I needed surgery on that, but I was starting a company and we were like a year in, we're like less than a year in, and we just got funding. We're like a funding opportunity. And I was like, fuck, there's no way I'm going to be like, and we just got a new office. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to be bedridden after surgery when all this shit's happening. I'm just going to hobble around like an idiot and hope it heals. And it never did. It's been bruised for 6 years and the bone is cracked and it hurts like a motherfucker. And I run on it every day anyway. So like, yeah, I'm going to need a cane in my early 40s or late 30s probably. But I digress. This is what happened. And again, you guys have all probably seen this before, but I mean, I've seen it 1,000 times and I've felt it and I still think it's funny. So, oh, there it is. We got sound. Hell yeah. The bike was fine, which is good. It didn't take too much damage. The mirror of the bike. Oh. So what happened was my ankle hit a rock. And so my ankles hit each other and the bottom one hit a rock and it just fucked it up, dude. Big time. Like, you went a good 5 feet there like a flying squirrel. Dude, I was like Peter Griffin. And you know what's funny is that's like the easiest run of the whole day. It was my last run of the day. Yeah. And because of the last run of the day and I was crushing all these other fucking runs, I like set up my phone to see like, oh yeah, like I'll like do a jump on that last one and actually get some air, and I'll do a sick little turn next to the tree. Last run of the day after just crushing the fucking park. And yeah, that happened. And I forgot my phone was recording. So the actual recording is like 20 minutes long. And then some lady and her dog walked by. Are you okay? You kept asking me all these questions. I'm like, lady, come back in like 10 minutes. Cause like right now, I don't know what the fuck is happening. And she's like, okay, I'm sorry. So like, yeah, the full video is like 15 minutes. I forgot my phone was there. It was only after when like adrenaline's pumping. I wrapped my ankle and I rode my bike home. I rode, just the bike hit the tree. I didn't hit the tree. Yeah, I rode home probably like 5 miles home uphill. And as soon as I got to my front doorstep, I collapsed because the adrenaline was just gone. And I was like, I had 2 female roommates. I was like, I need you 2 to help carry me upstairs and get me some freaking frozen veggies and a lot of weed. Oh, nothing hit the tree. So there was about a foot away from the tree. And when I landed, my tire gave out. So my tire gave out, and it was either I hit the tree or I just let go. And so as soon as the tire hit out, I was like, oh fuck. I just fucking just sent it, I guess. I've been there too many times. I'm so graceful not. Peas, corn, and carrots combo, baby. What's that, like Mr. Green? Is that what he is? That Canadian ass fucking green looking dude. Any more good hockey KOs? Ooh, I will add some to the list. There've been some good ones. ECHL playoffs right now. Here, one sec. The ECHL and AHL playoffs right now. So there've been some good scraps. Hold on. There's an account I follow that literally just posts ECHL fights. Which ECHL is the 3rd league down. Okay, this one was earlier this year. The Green Bean Man. Consider how many times I've come on and said I knew. True. The classic Mr. Green combo. I'm sure you healed up rapido. Then actually, no. I needed surgery. Never got surgery, and to this day, the bone is still fractured and it's still bruised. Of course, Kenny knows the Green Bean Man. All right, this one's for you, Kenny. Then I think I'm gonna sign off here, guys, because I have to fucking move tomorrow and the next day. Like I said, the only things that aren't packed, you can see there's like a few boxes over here. The only things that aren't packed are my computer, like this, literally what you see in frame. Everything else is packed, and half my shit's already at my new place. So, all right, here we go. To end off the show, we got a goalie fight. Just a little bit more north. The same city, Amberley, just a different apartment. Thank you. Yeah, just literally 20 minutes away. Right, here we go. Goalie fight, ladies and gentlemen. Boom! Let's go! A couple shots to the back of the head, not a big deal, but not a long one, but it's always nice to see the tendies drop the mitt here. Only in the ECHL, bud. Couple good scraps, or a couple good shots too, man. Like, not a long fight. And it's always hard with the big gear, right? It's always hard with the big gear. Beautiful stuff. All right, maybe we can fit one more in. Oh, Ice Wars next week, by the way, guys. We'll be streaming it. USA versus Canada. An all USA side, all Canada side. Which I'm stoked on. All right, let's see. Yeah, for those who don't know, BKFC bought Ice Wars. This is Ice Wars. So now it's going to be Bare Knucks. So yeah, two rounds, full hockey gear except for gloves. Now it's going to be Bare Knucks. Shout out to Maple Ridge. Daniel Amesbury, man. Still playing pro hockey today. Still beating the fuck out of everyone, and actually plays pro lacrosse as well. So he plays pro hockey, pro lacrosse, and fucking fights motherfuckers. And he's done pro boxing as well. He was on a Misfits card. Oh, dude, for a while. Like, for a while. Usually it's just everywhere. But it's kind of, I got to fucking shower. It's fucking gross. Yeah, I haven't cut my hair since the wedding last summer. Since my roommate's wedding. What a bloody savage. That was epic. Wizard hair. Yeah, it's wild. It's fucking just out of control. No, you don't want to see it. I'm getting a haircut Thursday. Then I'll go hatless. I just had surgery for my leg and they took the metal plates out on May 15th and they put stays on my left leg and got ran over, broken in my, they just cut or stitches off now and I rolled over now. Dude, because I know you were in that terrible accident, Diego. I remember that. I am so glad that you were like in the final stages of like getting back to normal, right? Dude, I'm proud of you, buddy. I know it's been a long road to recovery. And yeah, obviously glad you're still with us, A, and B, that you're healing, brother. He'll get a sick thrill of it. You were hit by a car 2 months ago. That's one way to get out of jury duty. I was just gonna say that's a beautiful way to get out of jury duty, and ironically, smoking a blunt after is great. We were so happy you didn't get smooshed. I mean, Andrew B wished that fucking Zesty would be smooshed. Oh, Andrew B wasn't liking Zesty tonight, which I can't blame him. Andrew B is just defending his homie. Doug's corner couldn't be the same without all the gay comments. Smooshed, not smooched, smooshed. All right, guys, I'm going to run. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back with the whole weekend of streams. I'll get my schedule up probably tomorrow. I'm going to try to stream some hockey tomorrow. I don't know from where. I don't know from what computer, but I'll probably try to stream some hockey tomorrow. Every Tuesday until October, we'll be live for TUF and or Dana White Contender Series. And yeah, that's it. I might see you guys tomorrow on my hockey channel covering the playoffs. If not, back this weekend for MMA. Back next Tuesday for The Ultimate Fighter. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you all. Smash that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
In the fiercest battle, I'll defend you. From all these arrows and the sword I will keep you from danger. I don't give a fuck if the decision's rigged!